Oh, lads, Angel Reese has been killing it. She's been killing it. And I'm not going to lie, like, she's been really good. But the usual has happened. The usual has now happened. She's killing it. And she goes a little bit too far. Writing checks that she now has to cash. She now has to cash these checks. Because she is essentially as good as said in the public that she's better than Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese just dropped a truth bomb so loud it echoed across the league like a buzzer beater gone viral. After a solid win, she stood in front of the mic and declared, without a shred of hesitation, that her Chicago Sky have the best young core in the WNBA. Not one of the best. Not arguably the best. The best. Period. And just like that, the entire basketball internet combusted. The fans who worship her treated it like scripture. The fans who can't stand her rolled their eyes so hard they sprained a retina. But let's not pretend this is just confidence. This is calculated chaos. Angel doesn't just stir the pot. She flips it, sets the stove on fire, and dares you to look away. And while her numbers have been solid, 19 points, 11 boards, a few dimes and steals, this isn't about stats. It's about that attitude, that ego, that need to not just play the game, but dominate the narrative. And it's working because we're all talking about it. Again. But here's where it gets spicy. The best young core in the WNBA? That's not Chicago. That crown, respectfully, lives in Indiana. Let's do the math. You've got Caitlin Clark, the most polarizing scorer the league has seen in years, and Aaliyah Boston, a rookie of the year and walking double-double who doesn't need a microphone to prove her dominance. Together, they're building something terrifying, a future dynasty that doesn't rely on theatrics to prove its worth. And yet, Angel Reese says one thing on a hot mic and suddenly the Sky are trending like they're undefeated. It's the classic bait-and-bark routine. The fans say stop giving her attention, but then repost every smirk, every side-eye, every TikTok edit like she's the second coming of Diana Taurasi. Meanwhile, when Caitlin Clark or Aaliyah Boston drop 20-plus and dismantle another team with precision and poise, we're told to keep it down so Angel's feelings don't get bruised. And let's be clear, no one's saying Angel Reese isn't talented. She is. But talent without discipline is potential with no purpose. Confidence is great, but when it's not backed up by consistency, it just becomes noise. Reese shot 15 free throws in a game and still couldn't keep her cool enough to avoid slapping a clipboard out of her coach's hand. That's not passion. That's petulance. That's not being a leader. That's being a liability. The same player who claims she's the face of the league can't make it through a post-game presser without lobbing another veiled shot at her peers. And yet we're supposed to believe this is some unfair smear campaign? That Caitlin Clark's applause is somehow a direct attack on Angel's legacy? Newsflash. Leadership isn't measured in volume, it's measured in accountability. Reese fans love to pretend this is a conspiracy. That the media's obsession with Clark is about race or bias or anything other than the fact that Clark is playing elite-level basketball and doing it without dragging her teammates, coaches, or referees into daily drama. It's not about who talks the most. It's about who performs. And when Indiana beats Chicago on the court and then off the court with maturity and class, maybe the right response isn't another snarky quote. It's a reality check. Because right now, it looks like Angel Reese is more focused on being famous than being effective. And when your biggest flex is being the most talked about player rather than the most dominant, that's not leadership. That's branding. So yes, Angel, we see you. We see the bravado. We see the performative chip on your shoulder. We see the fire, and we see the smoke. But we also see the scoreboard. And when it comes to winning, leading, and building something real in this league, the best young core isn't the one yelling the loudest. It's the one letting their game do the talking. Right now, Indiana's building a skyscraper, and Chicago's still trying to decide what color the curtains should be. Here's a half-paragraph version of your satirical rant, tight, sharp, and spicy. Angel Reese dropped another truth bomb like it's her part-time job and the WNBA is just the stage for her main character syndrome. One win, 2 double-doubles, and suddenly she's declaring the Chicago Sky the best young core in the league. Like Indiana doesn't exist, like Aaliyah Boston didn't just build a fortress in the paint, and like Caitlin Clark isn't casually putting up 16-7-6 while dragging a confused roster behind her. But sure, let's all gather around and act like 8 decent games erases months of mid-Reese fans are out here throwing parades for layups and reposting box scores like they're classified documents. Meanwhile, the real dominance is quiet, consistent, and allergic to drama. That's the difference. One's writing chapters, the other's still scribbling captions.